Okay, guys. Gosh, I had no idea that I was on mute the whole time, dude. I had no idea. All right. Okay, so I'm going to need to do I'm going to need to share some things again with you guys. Um okay. So, something we are going to be doing something thir- Tuesday is my birthday. Okay, so I don't know if I want to do this on Tuesday. So this is kind of weird, but I was live before my OBS was acting really weird. I had to restart my OBS, but it's unmuted now, so we should be good. I didn't notice that before. So, anyways, I was talking for about 8 minutes and I was muted, so it's kind of a little bit funny. People were probably like, "Oh, it's this guy again. He just can't talk. He just does not. His mic's just permanently broken, and nobody told him." But anyways, so what I was saying is I was saying that let's get some music on. Let's put some music on again. I was saying that I have an event planned, like something that I wanted to be doing, right? I have a game that I wanted to be doing. I'm not sure if I want to do it on Tuesday or if I want to do it on. Why is it not coming up? Okay. I don't know if I want to do it on Tuesday or Monday because Tuesday is my birthday. I want, I want to listen to this. Okay. Yeah, Tuesday is my birthday, so I don't know if I want to do it on Tuesday, but I have an event planned. Now, let's go re-show the event. I think it was in this one, wasn't it? Give me a second, because I didn't actually... There. No, I did remove it, damn it. Okay. I will add the image again of what I was planning on doing, because I am planning on doing hold up, let me find it. This is either gonna be a Monday or Tuesday. I haven't decided yet, but we are going to be doing this Minecraft X Terraria. Okay, so we are going to be doing Minecraft mod with Terraria. Like, I found one. It's either going to be Monday or Tuesday. Okay, so that'll be that. Now I will likely, next time I stream, I'll have an overlay of that on my like above me, so it'll be like it was yesterday, where I had the overlay of the time today, and then that was like lore video. I'll actually have that with the proper date, so I'll figure that out tonight. What day I actually want to do it on? Because yeah, Tuesday's my birthday. I would love to do like a birthday thing, but I'm just not sure like what I would do. I would love to do like a birthday grind stream or something like that. Like, oh, it's my birthday, so I'm gonna stream from like early to late. But I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. So yeah, there's that. That's gonna be Monday, Tuesday. Okay. Now, I'm gonna remove this overlay because I don't want this on while I'm watching the video. So I'm just gonna remove it. Okay, so that'll be the thing that we're gonna be doing. Now, let's talk about some lore. Okay, well, we'll just kind of we'll give it like a minute because I want people to like rejoin. Damn, we got sound. Yeah, thanks Infracer. Honestly, I would have recorded a whole stream without sound. I'm not gonna lie, I 100% would have just streamed without sound the entire time. So I mean, it would have been funny. It would have been funny if I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go make a video out of this stream, and then it's like you know, zero sound. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing Minecraft Terraria like sometime either Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday's my birthday. So I don't know. I want to do something for my birthday. I feel like it would be great to get some subs. So, you know, so like maybe do like a birthday thing. But I'm not sure. Watches the VOD after 6 hours of constant talking, no sound. Probably, pretty much. Well, it was more like 2 hours because I can't. I told my girlfriend that it's not gonna be a long stream, so it'll be more like 2 hours of no sound. But still, it was like 8 minutes of no sound, and here I was like yapping. I didn't notice it at all. Because my microphone like light is on, so it's like if my microphone light is on, I just kind of assumed that the sound was working. It was like blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, I'm talking about lore and talking about like things that I wanted to do and stuff, and like, okay, good thing you joined. Thanks, man. You kind of saved the whole stream because that was about to be like. Because it'd be really awkward if I watched this video and like I was not, and there was no sound. And then like, how would I do another, you know, how would I do like a second lore video? It's like, I've already watched this video, but now I have to react to it again and like talk about it. So it would be kind of a lot to do. Okay, so that music is done. Now, let's this is what I was yapping about before. Okay, so I like lore. I love the Elder Scrolls lore. Like, I know a lot about that. I think that the Elder Scrolls lore is really cool. Basically how the entire world is in a dream, and if you realize that it's a dream, you can achieve Chim, and you can kind of affect the world in ways like Talos achieved Chim, and he was able to, you know, delete the forest from Cyrodiil, and how like just like crazy cool lore like that. Like I love lore in video games. But in Terraria, we beat it, you know, a few months ago. I do not know much of the lore. I don't know really any of it. I mean, here's the lore that I know. Here's where I was rudely interrupted when I was talking with no sound. This is what I was saying. I was saying the lore that I know of is the clother, cloth. I don't know what the hell he is, but the clother is infected by a curse of the skeleton, so you have to kill him and then you lift the curse. I know that. I know that skeleton he's affected by a curse, which, I mean, it's not really that deep. I also know that the guide is the wall of flesh somehow. Like the guide becomes the wall of flesh, which I don't know how that works. But I do know that because if the guide falls in lava, then he immediately just becomes this amalgamated wall of flesh. And I know that, I don't know if this is like an actual thing, but I've heard that the Moon Lord is actually like all of the bosses put together or something, and that you're going around like picking up his body parts, because the skeleton arms is his arms, and the head is. The skeleton head is the Moon Lord's head, and the eyes, the 4 eyes, two are in his hand, and one is on his head, one is in the chest, and like, so his body parts, all of the monsters in the game make up his body parts. I don't know if that's true, but that's about the extent of the lore in this game. Now, here's a hot take. Here's a hot take. I wish that this game had voice acting in it. I do not like how this game has it like basically has a sound, like a weird sound instead of text. I don't like that. I wish that the NPCs talked in actual voices, because brother, I can't read. So it's very hard when they give me a wall of text. It looks like it might as well just be Egyptian hieroglyphs. Hieroglyphs. I don't know what the word is. Hieroglyphs. Here's the glyphs. Hufflepuffin. It might as well just be Egyptian Hufflepuffin at that point, because I don't understand it. So I can't read words. So unless the words are spoken at me, I don't understand them. But with that being said, I do want to watch some Terraria lore. We said we would today. I picked this video. It's got 1 million views. It's 30 minutes. I feel like this will be comprehensive. I don't know if this like actually goes into the actual lore. Hufflepuffin. Yeah, Hufflepuffin. Hippogriffs. Hufflepuffin. I don't know what that word is. Hieroglyphs. Hieroglyphics. But I don't know. This lore video is not too old. It's a year ago old. So I feel like this will be the most comprehensive video. So let's watch it. I will stop obviously and give opinions about things. Or I might just be a normal React streamer and I might just go, yeah, based. Yeah, based. Yeah, based. Yeah, based. Because that seems to be what gets you 1 million views. If you just repeat "yeah, based," then you become famous online. That's how most people react. So maybe I'll react like that because guys, we need those views. So likes, subs, coming in my house, giving me money, it all helps. But let's watch this video. Hopefully it's not too loud because I did not.
Terraria is a game that I hold very, very close.
Okay, I'm turning it down.
Not only do I share a birthday with it, but it's also one of my favorite and most played games.
Okay, my birthday's coming up in like, Tuesday. So there. I've already paused it more than half the people do in most videos. So there you go. I am adding insight in. And also, yeah, Terraria for me was a game that my ex-girlfriend bought me. She bought a 4 copy of Terraria and she gave it to me and like some of our friends. And it's always been a game where like I've wanted to play it because it like seems fun. And it's like it was a game that I always got into. And I just kind of like just stood there and just like, built, just did like housing, just did some crafting. And then like I never knew, like I was always like, okay, so I've been killing zombies for like 3 hours. Like, is this all the game is? Is there any bosses? And I never knew how to progress in it till I started streaming. Like it it didn't interest me enough to like look up a guide about it. I was like, I could have like looked up a guide and been like, oh, that's how you kill a king slime. But it's like, for whatever reason, I just was not like interested enough to like look up a guide about it or like see any of that stuff about it. So it was always a game that like I got into, but I never like beat. It was like, okay, I'll spend like a few hours in the caves killing zombies and then like I'll immediately uninstall after that because I'll be like, I don't know what the hell to do. So it's like that's like my experience with the game, like before I beat it on stream, like just a few months ago.
Games of all time. I've watched it grow and change alongside me for 13 years. But one thing about Terraria that has never changed is the presence of some strange narrative implications. I'm sure a lot of you remember asking yourselves the first time you played Terraria, what the hell is an Eye of Cthulhu? The game's...
I mean, yeah, but Cthulhu is kind of... It's not like a actual like Lovecraftian thing, so it's like I wasn't really asking why there's like a Lovecraftian thing. I mean, it seemed pretty straightforward to me. I was like, oh, it's the Eye of Cthulhu. It's the eye of the god. Hello there. Hi, I'm Cthulhu. Isn't that what Cthulhu is? He's the hello, I'm the tentacle man. I'm the tentacle dark deity or god or whatever you want to call him. So I wasn't really questioning that. I was more like questioning Druid was very nuttable back then. Oh, thanks. Okay, that was let's test that. Let's see. Google dry and old Terraria. I mean, I don't know what. She seems pretty good to me. Seems pretty good to go. So I don't know. I'm worried that looking this up on stream might not be a good idea, but yeah, I don't know how to find her old pictures, but it seems pretty fine to me. Holy crap. We gotta. How old is she? This looks kind of like she's 10 years old. So I don't know about that one, but shit, shit, we about to go back in time. I don't know about these pictures. These are looking very questionable. There's a lot of art that makes her look very young. Um, which is she looks. I mean, my jewelry design. I don't know. I typed in Druid old and this came up. It doesn't. I don't know. Druid old the. I don't know what like. Now it just like screwed it up. Okay. Well, now it's just like screwing it up. GRIE. I don't know. It's just like I can't see the old design, so it's like not. It's not really coming up. But I mean, she looks fine to me. I mean, I see no problem with her. Okay.
Most
Anyway, we're going off
recognizable
on
and
that
often
tangent.
first boss single-handedly had
Arms
millions
dealer
questioning
hot
what the
as
presence
well.
of an eldritch being like Cthulhu.
Okay, what? Arms dealer old Terraria? I don't. The arms dealer. I mean, I don't know. But why is the arms. Why is the arms dealer the black guy? That's what I want to know. He's in love with the nurse? Hey, oi, get your hands off of her. I mean, he looks the same. I don't know. I don't know if they're. If you're just saying NPCs' names that are hot.
Cthulhu could mean, though I doubt most of the people who have played Terraria cared to think past that. The story simply isn't the point of the game.
No,
Well, 14 years and
God,
a
though.
laughable amount of final updates later, the game has actually managed to
Is that like an actual joke? The final update? Is that like an actual thing that they do? Because I don't know that much. I don't know if like the final update is that like an actual thing that they say. I have not heard that. But I mean, again, I'm not like I don't have my nose to the ground or ear to the ground in this game. I'm just kind of like, I beat it. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't have much. I have no experience going in. Yeah, because Terraria releasing final update since 2016. Oh, okay, so it's like a running joke.
produce what I would designate a
I also heard that when I
story.
was searching up Terraria lore, I saw Terraria 2 was something that was in development since 2013. I saw that as well. So it's like I don't know if like that's even a thing too. Wow, okay, so this is like a lore post. This shit low key does not make any sense. This shit, why don't you just say it? Why don't you just say it? Happy 8th Terraria anniversary, everybody. 8 years long is a long time indeed, and it has been a wild ride. One full of ups and downs, joys and challenges, and a whole lot of additions to the game. We all love so much. What began as a game that ended with Skeletron has flourished into an expansive adventure that spans multiple diverse biomes, accumulating in an epic battle against the dreaded Moonlord. Wait. So this game originally ended with Skeletron? What boss is Skeletron? Isn't he like that doesn't seem very long. It originally ended with Skeletron. Huh. That's
Though
kind of weird.
developers have clarified that the game's lore is
Wait,
purposefully
what?
vague,
God damn it! What does
developers
this
have
say?
clarified that the
Okay, the lore is really up to the player. I've read some super cool fan theories. What is in the game is just a base for you to create your own story slash world. Okay, well, my lore is that um I don't know. I need to like think about it for like I can't really like that maybe I'll have to write some because that would be interesting to do. I enjoy writing lore. I actually like is like a deep this is a deep cut. Nobody knows this. But I actually like enjoy writing lore so much that I made a board game. Like it's not fully done yet because there's just so many like pieces of it. But I made this like intense board game. Think like Warhammer meets like some meets like it's Warhammer meets Monopoly. No, not Monopoly. Probably like the game of life, I guess. It's like it's Warhammer meets the game of life. That's like I always said board games more like I'm bored games because this originally spanned from when we went to the like we'd go to family gatherings and stuff. And you know, we're sitting around the table. There's my aunties, my uncles, my nieces, my nephews, my cousins. Now that, you know, there's some fun times with, you know, everybody. But you know, sometimes it would be like, okay, let's play a board game. Let's play Monopoly. Let's play these like really, you know, boring games. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like create a board game that's like something that's like totally different. And I did it. I have like come up with the concept. I even like made a few boards and stuff like that. But like it's just like I just didn't know where to go with it because I don't have like money to do it. So it's like that's like one of my things that like that's one of my like lifelong dreams is like to make this board game an actual reality. Because I think it'll be freaking I think it'll be amazing. Like there's so many board games that like I can't give away too much on it because you know, obviously I don't want to like give away too much on it because it's just like it's a unique concept. But there's so many board games that are just like boring, and this one's like it would be like really cool. It would be really different. But obviously I can't like give away anything about it. But it's like so in that board game, I designed like so much. I designed lore. There's like deep lore behind like almost everything that happens in that. So like I've always been like a really big fan of like you know designing my own lore and like coming up with the world and like coming up with the universe and like I was always like inspired by that like you know like seeing Lord of the Rings in theaters like you know really tickled the fancy of like what a story can be and like how deep the world can be and just like all these like fantasy worlds that just like there's so much cool like so much cool lore that builds into them and I just like I'm like deeply like you know into that. I like sometimes I'll like randomly just like if I'm like you know doing some work on the computer, right? I'll randomly have like a video on the side that's like, you know, League of Legends lore, and like, cause like I'm just like I'm fascinated by like all these different kind of game lore. Just like even if it's like a game like I've never played like here's another deep cut about me. As I've never played League of Legends, but I've watched a lot of like League of Legends pro gameplay just cuz I think it's a fun time killer. It's like something that's like fun to have on the other screen while you're working. And so it's like I'll like maybe have like a League of Legends like game on the background. I've never played the game. I have no desire. I have literally zero desire to play League of Legends. But I've like I've watched pro games just because I think it's like oh that's cool. That's like you know that guy obviously shot a bow at at the other person and they died. But it's like and so like you know maybe I'll occasionally have like a League of Legends lore on the side of the screen. What I've been watching recently is I tried to watch a bunch of deep sea stuff. Is I've been like, kind of into that. So like that's kind of been like something that I'll have like that I'll watch lately. But it sucks. Type in the Marianas Trench on YouTube, you will get nothing but AI videos. So it's like it's kind of unfortunate that like so much of the like the science stuff that you type into YouTube, like if you type in space or something like that, like all you can just immediately tell like this is an AI, like, you know, 11 Labs voice, and it's kind of just like it's very just sad. Like I just like because I've been wanting to like, you know, read about the I've been wanting to like look up about the Mariana Trench and like, you know, get some cool facts while I'm like, you know, I'll be like designing a thumbnail while it's like, you know, playing on the second monitor or something like that, because it's like that kind of interests me. And so it's kind of sad that they're like, very right, yeah. Anyway, I don't. What the hell am I talking about? This is like 1 minute into the video.
The game's lore
This is gonna
is
be a damn long
purposefully
one.
vague.
All right, we're gonna have to. Oops. Okay, the overall intent is mostly for the lore of the game to be whatever the player's imagination deems it to be. The lore put out at the 8th anniversary was one interpretation of how things might have been. Perhaps you have another one. This is a sandbox game from the top to the bottom, including the story, such as it is. We provided a few hints in the game. The rest is up to your imagination to fill in. Okay, so they're just this is a case of they're just too lazy to do the lore, or they have no idea how to do the lore, or it's just like we want the player to make the lore, which okay. That to be honest, I don't think players give it much thought. Like I definitely didn't. I was like I definitely didn't. The only thing that like I was questioning is why the NPCs always just come to me. That was like the only thing. It's like why are they coming to like why are all these people just randomly moving into me? Like where the hell have they been? Like where do they come from? Like is there a city in this game that people are from? That was like the things that I was thinking about, cuz it especially became prevalent when that freaking mushroom man moved in. That was when like I was thinking like okay, this is crazy. Like where is this guy from? Like why is he coming? Like this freaking mushroom guy just comes in and demands that I build him a mushroom kingdom and transform my world into a mushroom paradise so this fucking guy can live. And I'm like, where are these people coming from? Like there's gotta be like some sort of reason. So that was the only time in this game where I was like questioning like what this world is about. When that mushroom guy came in, he broke me. That mushroom man kept on coming in and demanding a home, demanding that I make him a home full of mushrooms. And I'm like, why don't you just go back to where you came from? Why can't you live there? But he just refused to live in his mushroom place. So that was the only part where I was like, what is happening here?
I've put together my own interpretation of the game using the clues left
So this
behind.
isn't even official lore. This is just what is okay. What is this guy? Is he a block? Is he a TV? Is he a Lego block? Turn the opposite way, so it's not showing the thing towards me. Okay, but this is just his interpretation. Okay, so it's like kind of like yeah, whatever. It might be lore.
And today, I'd like to share.
Oh, he's fighting that guy too. He's fighting that Nautilus.
My name is Manaxa, and today I'm gonna tell
hey,
you
what's
the
up, Manaxa?
Story of
Shout out everybody. Links for the video will be in the description. So please, actually, what I'm gonna do is I will actually, before we get started, I will put it. Oops. I will put it in here too. Links will be in the YouTube description as well. So shout out to Manaxa. Thank you for making this video, my guy. You have 1 million views on your video. It's an hour long. So, I mean, clearly, how many subscribers do you have? You have 4,000 subscribers. Yo, what's up, Hello Jack? He's got 440,000 subscribers. I can't count numbers. He's got a lot of subscribers, more than me. So give him a sub. He deserves it.
Sit
He's
back,
made a good
grab
video.
a snack, and let's get right
Okay,
into it.
wait. He told me to grab a snack, so I have to grab a snack. Hold up. I gotta grab it. Is everybody sitting back? Did everybody grab a snack? This guy literally told you to, so you better. You have to listen to him. That's the law. Yo, how are you doing today, Hollow Jack? We're probably not going to be playing anything till later. The hidden lore of Terraria.
But before I can tell you about the lore of Terraria, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, Raycon.
Oh, okay, well, I'm going to listen to this because this is ethical reacts.
For a very good reason.
Okay.
They sent me their everyday earbuds
I'm gonna
to try
everybody
out, and I have to say,
subscribe
as
to
someone
this
who
man's
previously thought
Patreon.
earbuds just
Wow, he's
weren't
got
made because they
impeccable
wouldn't
hair.
fit, I was proven dead wrong.
All right, whatever.
You can use Raycons
ethical
anywhere
reacts.
for
We're
any
not going to
activity.
skip his sponsor.
In fact, I'd bet a lot of you are listening to this video inactively while doing
Gotta-
something else. In which
gotta
case, these earbuds would be
give
perfect
this man
for
some
just
watch time.
that sort of thing. They come with active noise isolation, a 32-hour battery life, and earbud
Yeah, my
cap
headphones
functions
have
to
broke
choose
like
different
50
audio
times,
settings
but I
without
don't like
any
the one
hassle.
that go in your
And
ear.
despite this impressive list
Not-
of
I'm not a
premium
big
features,
fan.
they're very affordable. If you're in the market for earbuds and want the best value, you can go to buyraycon.com/Manaxa to get 20% off the best-selling everyday earbuds. Doing
They
so
look
at my
good. If
link
you're
will help support
interested,
what
go
I
use
do.
this guy's
That's
promo code.
buyraycon.com/Manaxa.
Now, before we truly begin our journey, we need to know what happened before our time. The legend of
What?
Terraria passed down by the
Since I'm eating bounty, I give it up for today's sponsor. Since I'm eating bounty, I look like handsome Squidward. I don't know what that means. Okay, should we read this, or is he gonna explain it? I'm probably not gonna read that because I think he's gonna explain it.
The order of the guide tells us of this. A tale of good and evil. A marvelous recollection of a war and its consequences.
Long time. What's up, bot spammer? Okay, well now he's not even reading the lore. What the fuck?
World. And it goes like this.
Okay, he's gonna read it.
In the beginning, the gods established a balance within nature and created infinite, parallel Terraria worlds. Each world
I'm in one of those worlds. I'm in one. Guys, I'm in a Terraria world right now. So you're saying there's a parallel world somewhere? Bot spammer, you better not be spamming bots on my channel. Actually, you could. You know, when are those view bots coming, by the way? Are you getting those view bots on my channel pretty soon, or how long what's the time on those bots? But anyways,
a living being that feels and knows everything that happens in them. And each was given the task of maintaining balance and order at all costs.
Who is it?
Centuries before our time, the world of
Bots.
Terraria was full
Okay, well,
of
where
life,
are they?
Different
Get those bots
creatures
in
and
there.
peoples all living together. Whether or not this was a time
Beep
of
boop. Okay,
peace,
here's the bots. He's doing. Thanks, man. Okay. Oh, he's the. Okay,
or a
thanks,
time
man.
of war, we really
I appreciate
don't know,
it.
save for a specific, prosperous ancient city. Unfortunately, these times of relative peace were
literally, where did the people come from? That's what I want to know. How is the arms dealer like randomly showing up in my house? Like, it just makes no sense. Also, why is there guns? The world's like, I'm not gonna lie, the world does not look technologically advanced. It looks like a fucking straight out of Game of Thrones. Like, how did they have guns? That throws me off so far. That throws me off so much. Yeah, well, guys, I have to ban all these. I'm getting like raided by all these bots in my channel. This is cringe.
Would come to an end with the appearance of a powerful being known as Cthulhu, craving nothing but destruction.
Ooh,
His
that's not Cthulhu. That's the moon. It's the Moon Lord
Cthulhu. The entirety.
Is that? Wait, so the Moon Lord is Cthulhu. Why did they call him the Moon Lord though? Or is that like a different person? Because the Moon Lord is not Cthulhu, is he? I don't know how that works. Is it one or is it his brother? Is it like, I am the Moon Lord? It's like Secret of Mana, middle-aged civilization built on the ruins of high-tech one. Okay, that makes sense. Now, explain the Secret of Mana lore to me, please. And explain it using only emojis.
Of Terraria. This conflict would later be known as the War of Cthulhu. A powerful race known as the Dryads who had an innate connection to the land managed to fend him off, but they weren't powerful enough to kill him outright. Instead, they inflicted heavy damage, ripping out his eyes, spine, and parts of his skeleton and brain.
Oh, so it is true. It is true. Spoilers for Secret of Mana, by the way. Yeah, I didn't know that. I can do that. Wait, so it is true. So those are the parts of his body. I didn't know that was actually a thing. Okay, yes, give us all of the Secret of Mana lore with using only emojis.
Forcing a retreat to the dark side of the moon. There he'd slowly regenerate his power and plot to someday.
Okay, this is another tangent. I remember in high school there was this girl. Okay, so tree, magic, sword, time, ocean, castle, kaboom, explosion head. Okay, perfect. That sounds great. Okay, so there was this girl in high school, and I had a crush on her. She was very tall, and she was kind of like, and I remember I was reading this book. It was called The Dark Side of the Moon, and she's like, "What are you reading?" I'm like, "I'm reading The Dark Side of the Moon," and she like laughed at me. She's like, like laughed in like a play, but she was like, "What the hell is that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It was like it looked cool in the cover, so I picked it up." Let's just go see what is the cover. I'm good. We have to. Google the images. The Dark Side of the Moon book. No, it looked way cooler than this. I'm at the gym. I can't hear, but I'm here. It looks way cooler than whatever this is. The Darkest Side of the Moon. Maybe it was this one, but I can't remember. Anyways, it was like it was a book about the dark side of the moon. And then she eventually like lent me, because she's like, "Why don't you read a good book? Why don't you read Harry Potter?" And I'm like, "I never read Harry Potter," so she gave it to me to lend. I'm like, I should have like, yeah. Anyways, that just like brought back, because I remember every time I hear the dark side of the moon, I think of that. I think of that girl. You should do reaction to the video of me banging him. Oh god, okay. Going back to the video. Shut up,
the Dryads, only one survived this war.
Hey, I know her.
The future of the world in dire straits.
Wait. Imagine calling Harry Potter a good book. Yeah, I didn't. I don't even think I actually read it, but she gave me like a good book. She's like, "Yeah, why don't you read a good book?" It was like this weird, yeah. Okay, so the Dryad is the last of her kind. Henry Potter. I remember vaguely. There's a video online that features me and my guild in Team Fortress 2. Let me go find. I'll find this video. Hold up. The cringiest white knight. Yeah. I think it was, no, it was this one. Wait, what was it? Anyways, it like features my clan. I can't remember what it's called. It's like something about the White Knight in TF2. And in that in that video, like I was on, but I wasn't on voice, but you could see me in the background. I'm like killing people. And my name was actually it was Harry Pothead 420. and like and then like and so like I was in the background just killing people as a demo man, and there was this other video of me, and I remember somebody sent it to me, the White Knight. It wasn't so I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what it was. Something about a White Knight in TF2. I can't remember what it was. But there's this other video of me too. And there's this one guy, he's showing like he's like this professional spy. He's like showing like how good he is as a spy, and he's like killing people on Harvest. And then I immediately just come up to him and just like kill him as a demo man. And like my friend sent it to me. He's like, "Whoa, was that you? You killed this guy." He's like, "He's really good at spy." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I don't know. He probably wasn't that good because I literally just gave him like I gave him like a few stickies to the face, and the fucking guy died." Like I was so good at demo man. Like it was amazing. Like it was crazy how good I was at demo man. And there was this other video where I was just randomly, like, somebody sent it to me. They're like, "Yo, this is you too," because some guy was just like showing a Halloween map, and I was going around just killing people. Just killing people. People like I get so many people that would like message me like, "Yo, you were in a video," because I had the hustler's hat, the pimp hat with like smoke, and then like I'd have orange outfit and like just a gold like golden guns and like just a frying pan, and so like I think I used the bottle. No, I use a strained frying pan, and so like people would like recognize me. God damn it, we're
Even
like
though
4
Cthulhu
minutes
had been
into the
banished,
video.
he could still influence the world from the moon, spreading evil and
Oh,
hatred
shit.
throughout. Countless horrible and unnatural creatures began to roam the realm, and many found
Wait.
themselves.
I was trash at TF2. I thought I'd switch to bow sniper and spam arrows down the straight line, so I got whacked over my keyboard. Wait, so he uses the power of the moon to influence the evil. That's why all the evil things come out at night. And that's why he's called the... I got it. That's why he's called the Moon Lord. That's why he's called the Moon Lord, guys. That's why his name's the Moon Lord. What? What? Dude, that's actually like... My mind is blown right now. Like, I am honestly, like, that's why he's called the Moon Lord. What the fuck? That's why he's called... I like how I'm just piecing that together right now. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's why he's called that, dude. I didn't know that.
Struck with a fascination, as opposed to fear, of Cthulhu. Because of this, a small group of cultists formed with the goal of assisting in his revival.
Oh, those guys
by
are
a
bad.
Particularly obsessed zealot. Regarding the ancient city, the skeletal remains of Cthulhu were so powerful on their own that their mere
He's also
presence
spamming moon
manifested
people
a
riding Apple stores. He's also spawning moon people raiding Apple stores. Yeah, I don't know if he's responsible for that, but he might be. There's a good chance that he probably is responsible for the BLM riots as well, but I'm not. There's no like actual proof that he is, so I don't know.
Curse on its entirety. The curse caused everyone in the city to go insane, living long past their due and decaying down to their bones.
I killed those
forever
guys.
Left to rot in what was now a dungeon. A benevolent old man is also affected by this curse, being forced to act as the guardian of the dungeon. Never being allowed to leave, he would transform into the giant skeletal remains of Cthulhu should anyone attempt to break in.
Wait, I
The
thought
role
that
was
was
likely
China.
thrust upon him by the cult who accommodated the city and eventually
No, I
used
think
it.
they make the apples. They make the apples. They make the iPods in China. They don't. Moon Lord is a Chinese invasion. No, the Ribots were the Chinese invasion. I can't remember what else I said was a Chinese invention. I think it was the birds, the birds in the desert, and definitely the Ribots from the mod were Chinese invasion. I don't think the Moon Lord is Chinese. He might have been. Yeah, I can't remember what else I said. Anyways, brother, I need to. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? No, you didn't miss anything, buddy. What's up, Tyler?
As a base of operations.
It's in like
Cthulhu.
we've been talking for like 30 minutes, and it's been like like 5 minutes into this 39-minute video. So we're adding a lot of content into this video. We're doing an actual ethical relax. Neil yes, Lord Dagoth Tyler has arrived. He's going to drive the mongrel dogs out of Merlwind.
Cthulhu's brain and spine also went on to influence the world after they were left behind, becoming the rulers of two separate forces that would aggressively attempt to overthrow the world balance. The remaining Terrarians who avoided
here's what I don't understand. Okay? If those are parts... Okay, let's just fast forward. Let's just back up here. Okay. If the brain and the spine are both parts of the same god, why are they not both present in the world at the same time? Like, why is my world, for example, why does my world have the brain? Why did my original world have corruption? I got something. How the fuck are you even getting this lore out of an 8-bit game, dude? I don't know. I think like I think they just dude. There's like people that get lore out of everything. You could like. There's a guy that makes channels on Elden Ring lore that like just like obscure notes from items that like reads the description and says this was from a fallen kingdom, and then like he analyzes the backgrounds of the world and says, wow, there was a battle here 5,000 years ago, and he makes like an entire video on like this one obscure little like teardrop item. And it's just like, yeah, autism, that's how. I mean, also, yes. Also, yes. Yeah, so anyways, back to my original question. Why is the brain and the spine in different worlds? Why don't they just do both corruption and crimson in both of your world at the same time? Wouldn't that make more sense if like they had one area for crimson and one area for corruption? Why is it both? Why is it only one or the other? That doesn't make sense that only the brain or the spine. They should kind of, like, I'm being serious. Why don't they just do that? Because if they're both part of the same god, that doesn't make any sense. Like, how one world his spine got destroyed and the other his brain got destroyed? Like, that seems weird. They should, I know there's, like, a secret seed that has both of them on it, but, like, that should be, like, a default one. And actually, we should play that secret seed. We should play that. Also, since there's more people here, I'm going to say this again. We are going to be doing a Minecraft Terraria gameplay. It's going to be either Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday is my birthday. So I would love to do a long stream on my birthday to get some viewers, to get some like subscribers and stuff like that. But like, I don't know when we're going to do Minecraft Terraria, because we're going to be playing the Minecraft Terraria mod in Minecraft. So like, you know, the skins, all this other stuff. So I don't know which day. It's either going to be Monday or Tuesday. I'll post it up. Like my next stream, I'll have the thing overlaid above my head. Yeah, Minecraft Terraria mod. So it'll be pretty interesting. It looks like a good mod. It looks like it adds a bunch of Terraria items in. So like even bosses and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to giving that a try. So that'll be either Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember which one. Yeah, Australian painters, please. Freak going to 3D. I would love to have Freak, but sadly, I don't know because of my Minecraft character. I mean, I guess I could reskin her as Freak. I have a question, but it's a pretty good question. I don't know how can the brain and the spine in that spine being in two different dimensions of reality. Well, in the original, they said that Terraria, the world, it's got infinite worlds. Like it's kind of like alternate dimensions. So it's like, that explains it why my world and your world in Terraria exists at the same time. So it's like alternate dimensions. So I guess in one world the spine gets destroyed and in one world the brain gets destroyed. But I guess that explains what secret seeds are, like where you can have both of them, because I know there's one secret seed. But yeah, Freak is going 3D, so it'll be a very fun time. I'm looking forward to it.
Becoming the rulers of two separate forces that would aggressively attempt to overthrow the world balance.
Yeah.
The remaining Terrarians who avoided terrible fates, whether due to the curse.
And there they are. There's that freaking mushroom guy. Multiverse. Yeah, true. Multiverse, alternate dimensions, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, alternate realities. Like I can't get into all that. I'm not like smart enough to know, but like basically just they're all different, but they're all unique. But they're like it just makes sense. Kind of like the Elder Scrolls world takes place in a dream where every world is just some god sleeping godhead's dream where it's like the mushroom, dude, this mushroom made me so pissed off. This mushroom made me question everything about the world. I'm like, why does this guy keep coming to my house? Where do these NPCs keep coming from? It's too much, dude.
Went into hiding. The great civilizations that once inhabited the world faded into mere memory, and much time
But how?
passed. Eventually, the cult identified a genius engineer capable of greatly expediting their cause. Against his will, they instruct the old man to kidnap this genius and bring her to the dungeon. With no other choice, she provides the cult with mechanical reconstructions of Cthulhu's body parts, either in an effort to assist Cthulhu or make a new Cthulhu.
Dude, that actually opened. Wow, I did not realize that. That's cool. Imagine the mushroom. I mean, that guy, dude, that mushroom is straight out of the Strange Isles. That mushroom guy would fit. Like, if you had that guy sitting in the Strange Isles being like, hello there, can you please build me a home? Please build me a home in a field of mushroom. You'd be like, oh, this is just a typical Elder Scrolls Share Gorath Strange Isles quest. But in Terraria, when he's like, hello, can you please make me a home full of mushrooms? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so yeah. So they forced the old man to capture the engineer and she made the mechanical bosses. Wow, that's freaking cool. Okay, I did not realize that. That's actually awesome.
Entirely. If she had finished the mechanical brain, it may have spelled doom for the entire world. This time, for good.
But wait a second. Hold up. Okay. So she made the mechanical spine. She made the mechanical arms and whatever. She made the eyes. Why wouldn't she make... Wouldn't the brain... Why would the brain spell doom? Because technically, wouldn't the brain be smarter than a spine? Like, wouldn't the world that has crimson in it be just so much more powerful than a world with corruption? Because the brain could do so much different things. Like, a giant-ass brain would be, like, attacking you, like, non-stop or something. Like, you would think, like, the brain and the spine function... Like the brain of Cthulhu and the spine of Cthulhu or whatever function the exact same. Shouldn't the brain be like so much more smarter and like doing so much more crazy things because it's actually a freaking brain? Like, I'm sorry, but if you took out my brain and you took out my spine, my spine would be useless. My brain, if it could function, if like it could somehow be powered by itself, would be doing crazy things. It would be like commanding the armies to attack you when you're sleeping, like doing all this crazy stuff. Dude, that's not this 2D game is not realistic. Not gonna lie, this 2D game is just
entirely. If she had finished the mechanical brain, it may have spelled doom for the entire world.
One word, it's called the Eater of Worlds.
And that's where we come in.
Oh yeah, whatever. Eater of Worlds, Spine of Cthulhu. Same thing.
At last, our journey begins in a forest with nothing to our name except for some rudimentary tools. Strangely...
Okay, where did we get those tools from? That's what I want to know. Who gave me those tools? Who did the guide? Is the guide and me best friends? By the way, are we like... Is the guide and me lovers? Because if so, sign me up.
Someone else is here with us. Scott the Guide. We don't know much about the guides, aside from the fact that they are an organized group that passes down their accumulation of knowledge across generations, including the legend that I just told. So,
you know, it'd be cool if you could like design your own NPCs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not like just like change how they look. That'd be kind of cool. I think that would be something that they could easily do. Like, just imagine like being able to make the guide like an attractive woman. No. Yes, I'm saying yes. This is me talking. You don't have to agree, but you have to agree. That's the law.
Fittingly, he seems to be here to help us navigate this unfamiliar world. His first piece of advice leads us to begin gathering some useful resources and begin putting together a basic shelter. Before long,
this guy's house sucks.
Falls,
it doesn't have 5 layers of
floating demon
rooms
eyes
for
and
the guides.
Undead rule the night. In this world, it's kill or be killed. With the outside avenues surrounded by enemies, our only option is to dig down and wait until the night passes. Thankfully, the underground is also a place that provides. During this spelunking, we receive a message that a person has actually moved into our home, Milton the Merchant.
Yeah.
This proves that the land of Terraria has more people than just us and the guide, though most are probably travelers who don't see any value in or are incapable of making their own permanent settlement.
Yeah, why can't we capture NPCs and like force them to why can't this game be more like RimWorld? Why can't I harvest... The real question is, why can't I harvest the Mushroom Man's spleen and use it to power my devices? Why can't this be like Power World, where I can chop up the Mushroom Man and like into small mushrooms and have potions? Like this is what we gotta start getting in Terraria, man. We gotta get that Terraria X RimWorld crossover, okay? Where we can sell. Why can't I sell the mushroom guy into slavery? Why can't I kidnap the Mushroom Man and put him and sell him to a traveling slaver? And then go find this child and kidnap him and also sell his child into labor. Why can't I force the Mushroom Man to become pregnant, thus creating more mushrooms, and then just constantly harvesting the babies and just selling the babies to like some sort of like a facility that like turns them into mushroom paste? Like, this is the kind of mods that this is the kind of ingenuity that the modding community is lacking, okay? I will gladly give you more ideas if you need it. So RimWorld mod sounds crazy, dude. Okay, we have to, like, we have to get the YouTube going so I could, like, commission a RimWorld mod. That would be insane.
Speaking to him, the first thing he says...
hey, subscribe, help me get some more subscribers, likes, so we can get that real world mod into a reality, people, okay?
I hope a scrawny kid like you isn't all that is standing between us and Cthulhu's eye. This serves as a reminder that the threat of Cthulhu is still ever present in the minds of everyone, and we are apparently in no shape to face this issue. Though, even just in our first day, we've managed to gather a few things to make ourselves considerably stronger. And by now,
An
it should be
IQ
clear
too
that the
high?
land has an
True.
abundance of resources that it can provide us with. We just need to
I mean,
work
I figured out why the Moon Lord is called the Moon Lord, okay? It's because he, at nighttime, he controls the moon. That's why he's called the Moon Lord.
to gather and refine
my
them into
IQ
tools
is so
we can use
high,
to
like,
defend
it's
ourselves.
crazy.
Interestingly, natural resources
Also, like, why is people like the blacksmith and stuff? Why is there nobody else doing anything else? Like, these people like have swords, and like the gun dealer literally has guns. Like, why is he not fighting? Why is any of these other NPCs not fighting? Why are you trying to hit Omega slavery? I'm trying to get slavery because then I can make money and then I can become more rich and I can take over the world and I can just like control every NPC and make them do my bidding. Bruno Marshall, I have no clue what that means.
are not all that can be found. There are cabins, chests, and statues littered throughout the underground, lending
I would
credence to the
catch a
fact that
grenade
somebody had to have been down here before us. Although, considering the dilapidated state of them all, this was clearly a
The secret's
long,
out. That's
long time ago.
Bruno Marshall.
One of these
Yeah.
cabins contains a
Who's Bruno Marshall? I have no clue who Bruno Marshall is. Today's subject, slavery.
curious little
that's
item,
always the subject.
suspicious-looking eye, said to summon the Eye of Cthulhu that we just learned about. After equipping newfound items and making preparations, we set out to explore the outskirts of the world in search of more, only to find a terrible, decaying wasteland to the east of our settlement. The corruption.
I've been there before.
Now, there are several concepts from the legend that I have omitted, as I want to bring them up when appropriate. The corruption is described in the legend as a cancer caused by the sins of...
Wait, what? I don't know who Bruno Marshall Jesus Christ is. I don't think that's a thing. The corruption is a cancer caused by the sins of those living in the world of Terraria. The vile actions and thought presence in all beings filled the growth of the corruption as it spreads around. The corruption knows nothing else but to consume everything it touches, leaving behind terrible creatures of hate that exist in our sole reason to cause pain and punishment for the unearned pleasures experienced by all living things. After the corruption restores balance to life, it destroys it with the goal of turning the world into a desolate, abyssal void of life. That sounds pleasant.
Of those living in the world of Terraria. It knows nothing else but to consume.
Oh, he's gonna
everything
read
touches,
it. He's
leaving
literally
behind
read it,
terrible
and I
creatures of
read
hate
it
that
so
exist
bad.
for the sole reason to cause
Bro,
pain
Terraria
and
has lore
punishment for
notes
the
now.
unearned pleasure experienced by
How
living
could you
things.
not know Bruno
After it
Marshall?
restores
I've
balance
never
to life,
heard
it
of Bruno
destroys
Marshall
it,
before.
with the goal of turning the entire world into a desolate abyss.
I don't think these are actually in game. I think this is from like the website. I think this is probably from the website is what I think it was. I think he said in the first part that at the 8 year they made a lore or something. The 8 years Bruno Marshall. Okay, I'll Google Bruno Marshall. Okay. Bruno Marshall. Oh, Bruno. Oh, the singer Bruno Marshall. Okay, I mean, yeah, I've heard of him, but I
Void
haven't
of
really
life.
watched
This force
him.
is but one of several that act in tandem to maintain this sense of balance within the world of Terraria. The
Bruno
corruption
Mars
can
is gay
spread,
in
but
the
it does
most
so
discussed in the media a few years ago. Even if it happened in 2012, but some of the public still curious about what exactly happened. Yeah, that's Bruno Marshall. I've
slowly
never heard
and
of his
can
actual
easily
name.
be
I just
quenched.
isn't he
As
go
it
by
stands,
Bruno?
it does
Like
not
the singer
pose a threat
Bruno or
to
something?
the
Bruno
entire
Mars.
world. Though,
Oh, it's
as
it's Bruno Mars. He is the Bill above all. Oh God. Yeah, it's Bruno Mars. That's his name, right? Yeah, Bruno Mars. Bruno. Why are you guys calling him Bruno Marshall? As if I know who. Like car insurance bill, but worse. He is the bill above all. Wouldn't that be like your taxes? Like your home, like your home taxes?
As we will come to find out, these forces tend to overcompensate and do more harm than good. The corruption is also but one side of a coin.
Wait, isn't the hollow like a good thing? Wait, is the hollow bad? Cause it's like literally like rainbows and puppies and like rainbows and puppies and unicorns and like fairies and stuff. Is the corruption's bad or the hollow's bad? I mean, out of like all of these three, there's one that clearly looks better than the other ones. It's the one with the unicorn, right? I mean, well, it'll turn you into a fairy princess puppy rainbow too if you don't stop it. Oh, it's the woke. Oh, it's the woke virus. Okay, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. We don't want no woke. We don't want no gay virus. We don't want no gay bomb taking over our city. Keep that away from our children, brother.
More harm than good. The
Hell
corruption
yeah, brother.
is also but one side of a coin.
It'll turn you gay.
Generally, these cannot coexist, though with some intervention, it's certainly possible. In legend, it is described as a single emergent living being connected directly to each world, sharing a hive mind and solely focused on restoring balance at all costs.
Agenda. Oh my god! It is the liberal agenda. Alex Jones Doran just about it. It turned the frogs gay. The hollow came and it turned the freaking frogs gay. Hell yeah, brother! The hollow turned you gay too, brother.
Before this one have been absorbed by this being. Many misguided people have even made
the airport. I have no clue what the hell you're talking about, Tyler.
The horrific mistake of raising the Crimson to the level of a deity, conducting human sacrifices to it to placate the monstrosity or seek its favor. To me, the origin of the Crimson seems rather simple. The severed piece of Cthulhu's brain formed a consciousness of its own and manifested a hive mind that acts similarly to the corruption. Though in this particular world, the Crimson, and by extension, the brain of Cthulhu, are not present. Although the corruption, unlike the Crimson, seems to unambiguously be caused by natural events, I do believe that it is still connected to one of Cthulhu's other body parts, specifically his spine. It is possible that both of these forces existed before Cthulhu appeared and were simply exacerbated by his presence, or they specifically were manifested by the world after Cthulhu showed up. Regardless of which origin is correct, by this point we've already accounted for where three
I don't know what the hell this guy's talking
body
about.
Parts are. After briefly exploring the underground corruption and destroying a shadow orb by suggestion of the guide, we then proceed to explore further west, encountering the desert and the jungle. By this point, we have acquired ample accommodations to take on the threat the merchant told us about.
Oh, this guy's using frickin' stone?
Our first battle begins.
Why isn't there a mecha brain of Cthulhu? I mean, I think what he said is we interrupted the thing before she could build it. Yeah, thanks, Count. Nice of you to finally listen to me. I was saying about how nice and kind you are, but you didn't hear all the. We doing a reaction on. No, we're not reacting to that video, Count. Yeah, I think we interrupted her before she could build the brain of Cthulhu. That's what they said in the beginning. Oh, this guy sucks. Wow, he's gonna die to the brain. Goon Discord circle. Okay, yeah, you're you're apparently too early for that. That's for late night. This is a daytime count. Why don't you settle down? How does he already have access?
Cthulhu's eye is swiftly defeated, marking the first step in our journey towards saving Terraria.
Oh, he equips it? Of course he does.
From the eye leading to weapons fashioned from the corruption's ore, Demonite, we can now venture further into the world to discover what we've yet to find. Heading to the far east, we eventually
We all
encounter the
okay,
ruins
all right.
of the
I'm
ancient
not.
city, the dungeon.
Man goes from Brain of Cthulhu to the dungeon. He's dodging like you.
The front entrance is guarded by the cursed old
Okay,
man.
all right. For those who don't know, we are doing a no dodge. We are doing a no dash challenge in Terraria, Ragnarok's armpit or whatever it's called. And I will never dash. We are doing a no dash challenge. And I'm good at dodging. I'm getting better at dodging. Yesterday we kind of removed the lag, so there's no like five FPS dodge that I can do where it's like really easy to dodge because you have so much no dodge challenge is a pretty fitting. It's not a no dodge challenge, it's a no dash challenge. Okay,
Tells
why don't
us
you
that
stop?
we are not nearly strong enough to free him from his master. He clearly has our safety at heart, so for now we must leave him
Living
to his
just
own
text and
devices.
drive.
With that said,
Yeah, you're a Twitch streamer, aren't you? Living life, you're a Twitch streamer. Just text and drive. You might as well stream yourself driving too. Twitch doesn't give a fuck. Why would they? They'll ban you for like 5 days. It's no big deal. Yeah, just do it. Just do the extra Emily special. Come on now. You're a Twitch streamer. Who cares? Who cares? Twitch loves female. Oh, you're not a female. Sorry about that. No, you can't text and drive.
we then
My
built
bad.
an ocean town and some more throughout the world in order
that's
to
good.
establish a pylon network for ease of travel. In the process of building housing on the outskirts, goblin scouts occasionally appear
Oh, no,
with hostile
freaking
intent.
goblins.
Defeating them drops some tattered cloth, a material that we could use to summon their entire army. It's interesting to note that there are quite a few travelers and other races hiding away in the world still, but they lack the level of scale and organization that the civilizations of Terraria once had. Among those that do show up is someone very important. The final dryad.
Dude, the goblins and the pirates. What do you mean? The pirates are crazy civilization. They have like ships and thousands of troops. Like the pirates are insanely organized. Like the pirates are probably the most heavily organized militia in the game. Like besides like the like nighttime and the Halloween and the Christmas stuff. But I mean those are like whatever. But the goblins too, the goblins and the pirates are the most heavily like organized militia people in the world. Where did they live? Did the pirates just freaking fly around on the Flying Dutchman? Where the hell are the goblins? Where the hell did the goblins live? Like I wish I could go to the goblin camp and like slay all the goblins and take the goblins and sell them into slavery. This is all just going back to slavery, as you can see. You know, it all goes back to that. Why can't I be a slave owner? One word. The goblins have magic. The goblins got magic. Okay, that was more than one. He said one word. The goblins have magic. The goblins got magic. Dude, that was like 5 words. You should have just said one word. Magic. Damn it. Okay, the goblins have magic. Okay, so they just teleport away. All right, okay, that makes sense. You got me with that one.
Before we can get the opportunity to talk to her, the blood moon rises, which means new creatures to terrorize the night. The villagers become noticeably more irritable during this event, and many
born too late to own slave, born too early to
into evil versions of themselves. Considering the similar theme of being corrupted and the bloody grotesque creatures aligning with the crimson, I wouldn't be surprised if this blood moon was an unnatural phenomenon caused by Cthulhu's influence reaching all the way from the dark side of the moon. Once the jungle town is finished, we can finally see
so the blood moon is from Cthulhu influence being at its highest. That's why they call him the Moon Lord, by the way. I realized that. That's wow, okay. That's cool.
Speak with the last remaining dryad from the legend. When talking to her, we can even check the status of our world, with it currently being 8% corrupt. She insists that we must cleanse the world, and also mentions she's 500 years old. This implies that Cthulhu's invasion could have taken place as much
Oh, I'd
as
flirt
around
with her
5
even if she was
centuries ago.
500.
It's possible she had been in hiding ever since then, but with the
wow.
defeat of Cthulhu's eye, she mustered the confidence to come to us and guide us towards a brighter future. So now we have a
Thanks for that.
secondary objective: bring the world to a state of complete purity. Although she sells a purification powder which could help the cause, it isn't nearly effective enough to use on a large scale. Until we get better tools to accomplish this task, it will unfortunately have to be put on hold.
I probably need to do that in my game too. I mean, I have not 500 years old. Damn the experience, man. I have a feeling like she probably doesn't have much experience because it seems like she was hiding alone. I mean, she's single. You know that for a fact. You know that she's single because there's no other dryads left. So it's like, it's like you got a chance. Blue blood moon. Oh no. That's when he's at his strongest. Oh, a blue blood moon? I didn't realize that. Yeah, at least you know that you have a chance against a dryad. That's a good point. I don't know if they have blue blood moons. I haven't seen that. That would be kind of a cool update if they added that in, like just a stronger blood moon that's like extra strong.
Later, we find and locate the Aether, a small area that contains a mysterious liquid with transmutative properties. Although any information regarding its origin is limited or non-existent, its ability to transform NPCs into alternate versions of themselves leads me to believe it
Wait,
may have
what? Is that a thing? What? You can transform NPCs using this? Why would you try to smash the dryad? Not it was blue. I tried to say red and stupid text. Why are you trying to smash the dryad? I mean, it seems pretty simple to me. He's kind of good looking, I guess. He's all right. Wait, you can transform NPCs using the shimmer? How? Okay. I mean, that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll have to do that.
To do with a connection between the infinite parallel worlds that exist within the Terraria universe.
Why not?
Back at home base, we gather enough materials to craft a goblin battle standard, figuring that the army will likely show up sooner or later to search for their fallen scouts. And so, the battle begins.
Oh no. Hold up, everyone, in the shimmer back. Put everyone in the gym and bath and see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna have to
With
shimmer
our current strength,
people.
This fight
soon,
is no easy one, but even still, we manage to succeed without a single death to our name, and the goblin army is defeated. Feeling
what difficulty is this guy playing
on,
huh?
To the corruptions of vile deity, breaking 2 more shadow orbs to summon the Eater of Worlds.
I mean, that sounds like a bad name, the Eater of Worlds.
This battle was even closer, being nearly on the brink of death for arguably more of the fight than not. Regardless, the Eater of Worlds, the deity of the corruption,
did he even put down
defeated.
any heat? Oh, he put down one campfire.
With new equipment bolstering our defense, we can now use gravitation potions to safely explore the skies above.
Hey! He got gravitation potion mentioned! Okay, so, I guess I'll explain it if people don't know. For the longest time, we have had a joke about gravitation potions in my chat. And, yeah, people did not, I could not use them properly. I would always die. So there's a running joke about, oh, just use a gravitation potion. And mentioned, so we had to mention it.
Encountering many floating sky islands and empty buildings still in pristine condition.
Now, where's the sky
people? We have no idea
at?
who created these houses or who previously inhabited them, but either way, they left behind many things to aid in our quest.
Yeah, they're alright.
Later on, in the midst of selling the spoils from the sky islands for a profit, slime begins to rain from the sky. This peculiar event culminates in the summoning of the King Slime, a conglomeration of dozens of blue slimes that came together to form a leader greater than the sum of their parts.
What I don't get is, why is the king of slime not with the queen? Like, are they together still? Like, why does the queen and king not come at the same time? Giggity. No, but I mean, like, why is the king and the queen so separate? Like, shouldn't they be together in the same like place? Like, are they divorced? Like, what's going on with the king and queen slime?
Curiously, we can see a person, just like us, actually stuck inside of it.
What?
But
Holy
when we
leg,
defeat this
Batman! What is
slime,
happening?
Only his clothes drop, implying he may have dissolved in the process of
Not
our fight.
divorce. That's why both of them are pissed. I mean, okay, I get it. I can get
With
it.
the surface and
The queen
skies
came
of
to
the
an
world all but fully
avenge falling.
explored, the only remaining
The
option
king
is to
comes
dig
to
until
avenge
we
her
reach the
fallen
bottom.
king, calling it.
And in doing
Okay. I mean, I don't know. This game was. That's why he got captured. No.
so, we encounter a new sinister area of the underground, hell.
It's raining like
Immediately,
slime.
we
brewing.
find an
Why are
enemy
you trying
called
to get
a
rid of
voodoo
everyone?
demon carrying a suspiciously familiar guide voodoo doll, with its description reading, "You are a terrible person." This item's purpose and existence are pretty mysterious. It can be used to hurt the guide, but why would we want to? Why was a demon carrying this
The guide
item?
is my friend.
And where did
okay?
it come from? The guide was
Some would say
already
we're
a
more than
mysterious
friends.
figure, possessing oddly specific knowledge about the world. Either way, it's clear that something terrible will happen if we use.
Maybe the guide is the god of the world. Maybe he's like the heart of Terraria. No, he's probably not, because why would he turn into a monster? That makes no sense.
Use the doll, so for now, we move on to doing other things. We find and free the bound goblin Tinkerer, who says he was tied up and left underground by the other goblins. He
Yeah,
allows
because
us
he's.
to
You
combine
know
many-
why he was tied up? Because he's a nerd. That's why. The goblin's like nerd. they tied him up. Maybe the guide is a femboy.
of the accessories we've acquired so far, which puts us at a point in which we can contend with the old man's curse. So, that night, we return to the entrance of the ancient city and confront the dungeon's guardian once more.
I always assumed it was calling. I always assumed it was calling the player a terrible person. Yeah, I always assume that too, because it makes more sense. Like, you're a terrible person if you use it to kill the guide. Like, that's what I was always gathering. Because I remember reading it too. Several of the items have that in the mod. They have like, you know, you can kill the clother and summon the skeleton again from one item too. And it says the exact same thing. You're a terrible person. So yeah, I was honestly just assuming too that it was like, you're a terrible person if you used it. Oh, the park found the light stuff.
And the battle begins. In an instant, the old man transforms into the cursed remains of Cthulhu's skeleton. His massive hands flail through the air, and upon them being destroyed, he starts firing magic skulls. The old man arguably had the worst fate out of everyone that fell to the curse.
That sucks.
He was blessed with immortality, but he didn't go insane or rot like the rest of them. At the very least, they weren't conscious of what was happening. He's likely been forced to reside outside the dungeon for decades or even centuries. And
damn, man, that sucks.
Been powerful enough to free him of his
Kevin,
curse.
stop spoiling.
Until
He's
now.
never been to the wall of flesh yet. Well, you have to burn it and kill the guide in the process. Yeah, that's true. I have been to the wall of flesh. I beat the wall of flesh, okay? I beat Terraria. That's why we're watching it about the Terraria. I beat the game, okay? It's good. I am good.
With the Guardian defeated, the 3 parts of Cthulhu present in our world have all been conquered, and we can now enter
So
what
then the
remains
game's done.
of the ancient city.
That makes sense why the game was
Littered
ended
throughout are
here
the
in
bones
the
of those who
original
once
version.
called this place
He beat
home,
the game.
along
I
with
did
locked
beat the game.
chests containing their lost belongings. Based on the
I
abilities
have one.
of those
I
left
have one
behind
this
and
game.
evidence from the various items, it's clear that the civilization that previously inhabited this place was very advanced.
I always thought that was a picture of the guy. I always thought that was a picture of the old man. But now that I see it up close, it looks kind of like Santa Claus, doesn't it? Like, is that Santa? Is my mic is my face covering it? It's kind of covering it. Let me move it up. Oh, okay. It looks kind of like Santa, doesn't it? Hey? I think so. At first I thought it was the old man.
Skilled in summoning, alchemy, and capable of utilizing mechanical and magical weapons. Of particular note are the faction flags and paintings that can be found all over the place. Now, the 6 faction flags are a bit less interesting, but I find it cool that they can be associated with certain adversaries within the dungeon. The obvious implication here is that the ancient city once had conflicting groups with different interests, which
Yeah, I did. I did not notice that at all. And I did not notice any of the paintings because unless they have a picture of a woman on it, yeah, I'm not picking up those paintings.
think is just a fun detail to uncover. More interesting, though, is the paintings that can be found in the
Cut the
dungeon.
wings
Many of them
is the
depict
old
events
man.
tied directly to Cthulhu, such as the Blood Moon, the Old Man, and the
Yeah,
recreations
that's the old
of
man.
Cthulhu.
See, that is the
While
old
looting
man.
the dungeon, we find someone of particular interest to us as well, the mechanic, tied up and abandoned. We knew she was being used by the cult to manufacture Cthulhu's mechanical body parts, but we didn't know what happened to her
We only
after
collect
that.
weed
It almost
pictures.
seems as if she
True.
was tied up
True
and left
story.
behind in a hurry, like the members of the cult were here,
Rest
but
isn't
fled without her.
I mean, you're joking, but not. Yeah, you're joking, but that's true. Like any picture that's not. Oh, is it a female? Yes. Okay, then we take it. Is it not? No, then we don't take it. I have one picture that's hanging up. It's called the acorns, and it's not a female, but it's a picture of acorns. So that's why I got it. Baby, you just wanted to snack new neurologist mechanic. I don't know what that means. Sure. I mean, mechanics. She looks cute.
After we defeated the Guardian. This would explain why the mechanical brain was never finished, because we interfered by freeing the old man and the mechanic.
Yeah,
before she
we
could ever
stopped.
do
We
so.
put a kibosh
Even
to
the mere
that.
existence of the cult and the mechanical Cthulhu recreations were merely rumors and hushed whispers among the wider world, at least according to the legend. So with this in mind, we can evaluate how the cult operates. They don't feel the need to appear before us directly, rather preferring to work in the shadows away from attention.
Sneaky.
But even though it was indirect, we had finally gotten to the point where we could disturb their plans.
Yeah, got him.
After freeing him from his curse, the old man moves in as the clothier. Both the clothier and the mechanic share a mutual hatred towards each other, though for some odd reason, they don't quite seem to remember why. When in her presence,
They're
the clothier
lovers.
says, "I keep having vague memories of tying up a woman and throwing her in a dungeon." Likewise, all the mechanic has to say about him is that he doesn't know how to treat a woman. The mechanic also
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be controversial. Some girls like that. So like, maybe this guy's maybe this guy's into rope play. I don't know. I've never met him, but maybe she. Maybe he just miscalculated. He's like, maybe she'll like the ropes, and then he tried it, and it wasn't having it.
tells
Swing
the
and a
player that
miss,
she
my
hates
guy.
the caverns if you bring her to them, remarking that it reminds her of a traumatic experience. But once again, she doesn't specify what she means by that. In general, I find it hard to believe the mechanic wouldn't warn us of the machines she built while she was trapped in the dungeon, so I believe both of them had their memories tampered with by the cult. Later on, after getting acquainted with each other, the mechanic and Goblin Tinkerer develop mutual feelings. In
What?
fact, most of the villagers have someone they particularly enjoy being around.
The nurse and the arms dealer. God, why is it always the good one? Why? They just
Round,
okay.
whether it be out of romantic interest,
Alright,
strange infatuation,
we're gonna
or
get
just plain old
canceled.
camaraderie. So clearly, we've managed to turn the world into
The
a safer
two old
place
men
for
like
those
each
who live in
other.
fear of Cthulhu, defeating many evils on our path. The villagers are comfortable enough to express themselves and their interests and intermingle with each other. But with that being said, now what do? We can't possibly hope to take on Cthulhu as it stands, but the world has run out of means for us to grow stronger.
Yeah,
When
we
asking the
can.
guide for assistance, he only has one more piece of advice for us.
What is he gonna say?
When you are ready to challenge the keeper of the underworld, you will have to make a living sacrifice. Everything you need for it can be found in the underworld.
Oh no.
I think it's finally time to talk about the suspicious history of our guide. Having an abundance of
let's talk
accumulated
about it.
knowledge is reasonable.
Let's talk about this guy.
But the guide doesn't just know a lot, he knows everything about everything. It begs the question,
I mean, that is
there
true.
more to the guide than meets the eye?
I gave the guy a piece of poop and he told me what to craft with it. Like, he's just like, he doesn't care. Like, you give this man anything and he'll just tell you what to craft from it. Like, you hand him a piece of poop and he'll be like, whoa, you'll be like, and just like kind of hand it to him and then he'll be like, yeah, you craft some fertilizer from this piece of poop. You can craft like some poop bricks. It's just like kind of a lot of knowledge.
believe there is.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get the wall of
purposefully
flesh.
ignored the most important dungeon painting in order to bring it up at this very moment. It's a
What is
parody
it?
of the creation of Adam, titled The Creation of the Guide. The original famous painting was a depiction of the biblical Adam, the first man, being created by God in his image. This biblical parallel is no coincidence. We know that each Terraria world is alive and aware of everything happening on it, which seems to mirror the characteristics of an omnipresent
Oh my
God.
gosh, I said something about the guide being the god of the world. I said that.
Not only that, but the legend also tells us of a guardian who serves as the world's master, its protector. Considering the evidence, I can say with confidence that this guardian is the guide himself, sent to us by the world. He is the living sacrifice, and the
What
voodoo
I'm
doll
trying
being
to say
burnt
is
in hell is
smashing
simply a convenient method for us to perform
The
this
zoologist
sacrifice.
early? I mean, yeah, the zoologist is okay. The guide is Jesus. I don't know. Maybe there might be parallels. I think like in killing the guide, the world becomes angry, so it summons the wall of flesh. Like, I don't know.
His
Maybe.
instruction, therefore, is made clear. If we can't surpass him here, we aren't worthy of continuing our journey. This isn't just a challenge from the man who helped us get this far. It's a challenge from the world itself.
Hold on. I gotta let my dog out. Huey, just settle down. Okay. Right. The world itself is calling you. Will you answer? Will you answer the call of the world?
And so, we accept. And the battle begins.
Does this guy
After
even
the doll
build a...
melts in the lava, a giant moving wall of flesh,
the
eyes
heck?
and
This
mouths
guy didn't even
appears
make
and
platforms.
makes its way towards us. The very sight makes us horrified.
Dude.
What even is this thing that we're looking at? How was
guy's
this
going
the
in without
guide's true
platforms.
form
What the
whole
heck?
time? Regardless, using everything that he taught us, we stand our ground, and eventually
What the heck? He's
defeat
not,
the
brothers
World
aren't even
Guardian.
using platforms. That's insane.
With the World Guardian slain, the ancient spirits of light and dark previously held back are released into the world. According to the legend, these spirits were freed in an attempt to expedite the search for a new guardian, which I believe is now our role to fill. But this process has severe consequences for the world at large, as it simultaneously greatly expedites the spread of the corruption and
Yeah.
introduces a new force, the overcompensation of purity known as the Hollow. Although the world is now in greater peril than it has been for perhaps
you gotta
centuries,
rush and get
the
that
spoils of our victory
stuff.
against the Guardian included a hammer that lets us smash the demonic altars in the corruption, leading to stronger metals for us to find underground. Given enough time, we collect enough to make weapons and gear far surpassing anything we've previously had access to. And
I mean, it's all right, but I mean, is it that much better? No, let's not be crazy. It's like a small improvement. I mean, you're going from like this to this. Like it's just like it's not too crazy. Like it's not too crazy.
Simultaneously, we discover some sinister objects along the way.
Yeah, I
Mechanical
remember
eye,
those.
worm, and skull, all clearly similar to the object we used to summon Cthulhu's eye at the beginning of our journey. Each object summons one of the 3 mechanical simulacrums of Cthulhu's body parts that were completed by the mechanic. Across 2 nights, we swiftly defeat the twins, Destroyer,
Damn, this
and
guy's just
Skeletron
going
Prime.
crazy.
And upon landing the final blow,
Bro's
the upset
already
in the balance
destroyed.
of power causes a disturbance within the jungle. With the mechanic under our protection, the cult has no hope of rebuilding these parts and will have to resort to some other avenue to meet their goals. In the meantime, we craft new gear using the souls of Might, Fright, and Sight, along with the metal scraps from their armor. The source of this strange metal, known as hollowed bars, are unknown, but I would guess that the mechanic was the only one who knew how to build with it, and the souls contained within the mechs were probably stolen from the dungeon. Moving over to the jungle to investigate.
So I don't know why she just doesn't tell us how to make the hollow. You know, like why doesn't she like give us access to like, okay, you can come craft with me and I'll sell you hollow bars or something like that.
The disturbance, we can find a peculiar glowing pink bulb. Once prepared, we harvest the bulb,
I think
only to
didn't he
awaken
destroy the-
Plantera, the jungle's dormant floral guardian. And so, the battle begins.
Yeah, I beat her like a few days ago on the modded version. Got her.
Once we take her down, screams echo from the dungeon, and she provides us with a temple key. Much earlier in our journey, during our initial exploration of the underground jungle, we encountered the entrance to this temple, but naturally it was locked.
Plantera.
It's only now that we can finally go inside to uncover the lizard people. The
Hey.
beast theory describes them as reclusive people, implying that they may have locked themselves away of their own volition, or it was simply used to describe.
It'd be
the
kind of
fact
cool
that
if they were
locked
friendly,
away.
but they're just
Strangely,
not,
the
man.
witch doctor who appears after Queen Bee is defeated is one of these lizard people, but can be found outside the temple, which the bestiary notes is unusual. Their intent to distance themselves is further supported by the excessive amount of deadly traps present in the temple,
Yeah, dude.
and the fact that they built themselves a stone guardian, known to us as Golem, in the deepest and largest chamber. Considering the general theming and
that guy's
iconography
bad.
surrounding the temple, it seems reasonable to assume that the lizard people worship the sun, with Golem being a physical construct meant to harness the sun's power.
Yeah, that's why I said that they're kind of like they're like very Aztec coded. Like in the jungle, you know, like very Mayan Aztec type civilization. I didn't put together the sun, but I just put together like it's very Aztec. It's like something that you'd see off of like the Temple of Doom in Indiana
Through the
Jones.
use of
You
the
know?
power cells. The temple also contains chests, some of which have solar
The
tablets
lizards
in
are
them.
obviously like very advanced too for like the power, like the solar power cells and stuff like that, for being like stone constructs. That's like crazy. That's crazy technology.
And these tablets are capable of willfully calling forth a solar eclipse. This relationship to the sun they clearly have is also thematically appropriate if you assume they fled underground to hide from Cthulhu, who represents the
No,
moon.
I did not
And
know
while
that.
I do believe they ended up locked in the temple because they fled from Cthulhu, it still doesn't explain why the key was in Plantera's possession. Perhaps it was given to her intentionally to place it under her protection, or maybe it was stolen from them by the witch doctor, explaining why he isn't locked away with the rest of his people. Either way, the temple isn't the only thing that we gained access to following Plantera's defeat, as the dungeon is now infested with stronger adversaries, perhaps being the cult's attempt to deter any further progress. Unfortunately for them, if this is the case, it has the complete opposite effect, providing us with what we need to triumph over the Temple Guardian.
I don't. Nice.
Following this, Martians unexpectedly invade from space, but this is nothing more than a bump on the road for us now. Their defeat merely serves as yet another stepping stone to make us stronger for our battle.
Okay, so he's just like gonna kind of just pass up what the hell Martians are doing here. Where the hell we're just gonna like breeze past the fact that there's Martians in the game? Isn't that supposed to be like something that I should know about? Like lore wise, like where the hell, what the hell is an alien doing in my backyard? Like, are we gonna go any deeper, my guy, than the fact that Martians invaded? Like,
Against
where did they
Cthulhu,
come from?
Which, by now, doesn't seem too far away. But the cult knows this too.
I would love to know more about the Martians. Like that's the kind of thing that like I'm interested in. It's like, what the hell are these like why are these Martians attacking? Like why is all this, it's like why are these random Martians attacking this like crappy, like I guess it's not crap, it's like it's got a lot of technology and magic, but it's still like kind of a primitive world. Like why would there randomly be Martians attacking? Like that just seems very something that should be like uncovered more in the lore, right? I'd be more interested in things like that.
The cult has had their eyes on us, perhaps the entire time we've been on our journey. But defeating Golem was too much for them to ignore. They couldn't afford to hide in the shadows anymore. 4 members gathered outside the dungeon entrance and began a ritual. 2 devotees worship the mysterious tablet above, while the other 2 archers stand guard. What's their goal in performing this ritual? To summon Cthulhu? To help him gain back his power on the moon? To prevent him from coming back too soon? These are all questions we can't yet answer. For now, we need to make preparations for whatever they're planning.
Yeah, you don't know what
so
they're gonna
we
do.
take on the solar eclipse to craft the Terra Blade, and the pumpkin moon to craft spooky wings. And those final preparations...
Spooky wings? Somebody remind me about this. Yo, Tyler. Can you remind me about spooky wings? Because I don't have these. And Tyler, are you here, my guy? Remind me about spooky wings, because I do not have them and I would like to get them. If they seem to be this good. Because this is, honestly, this is like where I am at the point in my game. Is I beat Gollum a few, I guess like I beat Gollum and I beat several other bosses. But I'm about this this far into my playthrough. Like I haven't beaten the cultists yet in my modded playthrough. We're doing it in Infinium or Ragnaroks. I told you about better. I told you about the spooky. Yes, I told you about the spooky armor. Yeah, you told me about the spooky armor, but can you remind me next stream about the spooky wings, please? Spooky wings. Spooky wings. Remind me about the spooky wings, okay? Like Alexa? Well, yeah, he comes in here and he spams the same words over and over. He says, yo, you gotta get the spooky armor. Yo, you gotta get the spooky armor. So I figured he's probably gonna remind me about the spooky wings. Because this is where I am at my progress is I need the spooky, I need spooky wings. So remind me about it, okay?
Give us the confidence we need to disturb their ritual.
Yeah, we're gonna give them what for.
Are weak and go down in an instant, but a 5th appears out of thin air,
no.
the leader of the cult. He siphons the power from the tablet and rises into the air.
What is the
preparing to
tablet?
attack you. And so
this guy's just breezing over things that like what is the tablet? Like where did the tablet come from? Did they craft it? Was it given by the moon? Was it given from the Moon Lord? Like what's all this about, right? I would love to figure out things like this.
The battle begins. At this point, the potential outcomes of this battle are ambiguous at best. We don't know if we successfully interrupted the ritual and he's fighting out of revenge.
Okay, I'll try.
Or if
I
his
have
absorbing the emblem's power was
ADHD
actually
and
him
autism in
continuing
my
the ritual,
margin brain.
and he's simply fending us
Okay, we'll
off
just
until he finishes
do it anyway.
With the power he absorbed, the lunatic cultist uses ancient magic in a desperate fit to get rid of us. But he could never be successful.
Yeah.
He was too late, and so we defeat him.
Got him. Freaking got him.
But something is wrong. The cultist's defeat acts as a catalyst for a terrible calamity, as connections with 4 planets are made, and the hostile inhabitants of each begin to invade through these connections. 4 celestial pillars appear at the crossroads between worlds: the nebula, solar, vortex, and stardust.
I didn't realize what they look like. That's kind of cool. We couldn't tell. Yeah, I couldn't either. Okay, these pillars looks actually freaking awesome. And I didn't put together, so the Moon Lord called his friends in to help. Because they're basically like planets, and if you look at the planets, I don't know. I don't know if these are actual pictures of the worlds. Let's
He was
just
too
go back.
late, and so we defeat him.
Go back, because I want to make my point.
But something is wrong.
I want to get
The
to that
cultist's
image.
defeat acts as a catalyst for a terrible calamity, as connections with 4 planets.
Okay, so I don't know if these are actually like pictures of the world themselves,
Are made.
but it looks like moons. So it looks like the Moon Lord kind of called his other moon like friends to help, because
And the hostile inhabitants of
all of these planets, whatever, they don't actually look like planets. They look more like like different colored moons, don't they? Than anything. So it's kind of like the Moon Lord at this point is like calling in he's like, yo, I'm getting a team together. We're going to kill this guy at this planet. He's being a douche. And it's like, okay, he's calling the Moon Lord Avengers together, and he's trying to get us taken down. But it's kind of weird. I made breakfast, brother, calling the ops. Yeah. He's calling in the ops to come
invade
get
through these
us.
connections. 4 celestial pillars appear at the crossroads between worlds: the nebula, solar, vortex, and stardust pillars.
Pillars
In
look
the
freaking
bestiary,
creepy.
these pillars are described as towers that hold the seal, locking away a terrifying tyrant. The alien adversaries that accompany them guard them with their life and must be defeated in order to damage and eradicate them.
Here's what I don't understand is why are the pillars coming to our world then? Or are these guys just coming in to defend the pillars? So the cultists probably use that coin. Here's what I'm guessing. The cultists use that circle-shaped coin that he broke in half. That was the like something that blocked the pillars. Once the cultists were defeated, then he kind of like sacrificed that to give himself more power. Like, okay, I'm gonna gamble this that I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna stay alive, and I'm gonna beat this guy, and then so I'll have the power of this thing. And so once he was defeated, then the pillars started rising from the world, and so these guys got called to defend it. Is what I'm guessing. These pillars didn't come from the different planets. They're just like, why would some random aliens come and defend these pillars though? Doesn't make much sense.
These
Like, why would
seals
they care
are all that's
about the
left
Moon
between
Lord?
us.
That's the question. Like, why would all these like different planets care about the Moon Lord at all? It's like, so what if these pillars? You're going to have to fight the Starbust pillars. Yeah, you gotta fight the Stardust pillars. Yeah, you gotta fight all the pillars.
But you might be wondering, why would we want to break these seals? Shouldn't we prevent Cthulhu from showing up?
true.
Where did this invasion even come from, and how is the cultist's defeat connected to it?
That's
It doesn't
exactly what I
Makes sense
said.
for the cult to perform the ritual that we interrupted out in public view when they were operating in the shadows all this time, especially when the 4 that were there to oversee it were so weak. I believe this ritual was a trap to lure us in. The lunatic
No.
cultist wanted us to show up and stop the ritual so they could swoop in at the last second and absorb all of the power being collected in the mysterious tablet. Then, they did genuinely intend on getting rid of us right then and there using that power, but they realized towards the end of the battle that they were inevitably going to fail. So in a last-ditch effort, they used all of their remaining power to summon the celestial invasion. This is why the message, celestial creatures are invading, appears
Yo, what's up,
immediately before
go to
the
sleep
lunatic cultist has been
band?
defeated.
What's up, man?
Of course, this plan does still have its holes. Cthulhu hadn't finished regenerating his body or power.
I guess that makes sense. Like, that explains it more than, yeah, do you just, like, okay. That definitely explains it a lot more than what I initially thought. Because I was like, I initially thought that they were coming in to defend the pillars. But, like, still, why would he called in the pillars? That just makes no sense. Why would he call in the pillars for the Moon Lord to be... Have you beaten Terraria before? Yes. I beat Terraria a few months ago. And now I'm doing modded Terraria. I am doing Ragnarok, Calamity, like hundreds of mods put together in the mod pack. That's currently what playthrough I am doing. So that's why today we are watching lore about it. So this celestial invasion doesn't really make much sense to me. The cultists used their power to call upon the invasion and send those pillars to Earth. Why wouldn't they want us to summon Moonlord to fight? They want us to fight Moonlord? So you ganked Cthulhu while he's still trying to level up in the jungle. Okay, yeah, but why would they want us to fight a weaker Moonlord? Wouldn't they want him to come at a time where he's ready? Also, why does he needs help to break into the world? Yeah. So currently doing the hardest difficulty on the hardest mod, we are doing a no dash challenge. I am not using the dash at all. I have never, and I will never use dash. Yesterday, what bosses did we defeat? We defeated the goblin, the golem. And we defeated the moon, or we defeated the goblin, the pumpkin event, the Halloween event, and we defeated some other girl and this other boss too. So we are doing a no dash challenge. It's probably, some say it's the world's first because everybody uses dash. So some people are saying it's a world first no dash challenge. Some people are claiming that you can't even beat the mod without using dash, which I don't believe that's true.
For quite yet, but the lunatic cultist doesn't care about the consequences that this gambit might have. They simply wanted Cthulhu to return, and they were forced to...
Wait, here, it doesn't make much sense. Okay, so you kill the 4 cultists that are guarding the power of the crystal, right? Why not just do that underground? Why not sacrifice those 4 cultists? Take the power when we don't know, and then just wait till Cthulhu comes back. This guy could be extra powerful, and just bide your time till Cthulhu comes back, and then once Cthulhu's back, then you can fight me and the Moon Lord. Then you can fight me with the Moon Lord. But won't work the pillars. You fight, and I think Empress of Light, when you find then the Moon Lord pillars, then the Moonlight.
Play their final hand.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And if we were on any ordinary journey, as any ordinary hero, this plan would have worked. We would have died many, many times attempting to thwart the celestial invasion. But we're not normal heroes.
Oops, I died.
One after the other, one by one, each pillar goes down.
What is that? Is that a shot at me? Is that a shot at me? Because I've died several times. So what is this guy trying to say about my gameplay? Is this man throwing shade at me? The fact that I died? Dude, this is unbelievable.
And from it emerge powerful fragments that can be used to synthesize our most powerful weapons yet. Upon each pillar being destroyed, something terrifying happens to us. Your mind goes numb. You are overwhelmed with pain. Otherworldly voices linger
He's
around
not
you.
normal. He's
And
easy.
finally, impending doom approaches.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably he probably is playing on easy.
With a
That's
certain
true.
uneasiness crawling down our back.
I mean, well, also he probably died several times, but he's literally can cut the video. He can literally just cut it and attempt whatever times he wants, and
We make our preparations.
I mean,
as
if
the
I wasn't
final battle
streaming,
crests
you would
the
never
horizon.
see me die ever.
The
I would
culmination
just
of our
cut my
efforts will be
videos and
tested
I would
here
just be like
and now,
100. I would
as
only show
he
the attempts that I
approaches.
win.
Practically a god, his power knows no limits. The mastermind behind all terrors which befall the world is finally freed from his lunar prison. The Moon Lord, Cthulhu.
There
As
he
expected, he's extremely strong. His attacks pack a punch and there's a lot of them. He has 3 true eyes of Cthulhu situated on his hands and forehead, with the latter shooting a massive laser that devastates anything in its path. It's no
Yeah,
wonder
watch me.
that
I'm gonna
Cthulhu was
I'm
nearly
gonna
able to
one-tap this guy.
single-handedly destroy the world all those centuries ago. But we're just barely stronger.
Nice.
One by one, the
It's
3
just
eyes
that
are damaged
easy.
and released, eventually opening the way to his now exposed core. In the end, it seems like we might lose, being on the very brink of death, but finally, we defeat him.
I don't think this guy killed him the first time. I think this is just clever splicing of videos. I'm not gonna lie. Got him.
The evil that once threatened the very existence of Terraria has been vanquished by us, the heroes who started our journey with nothing more than a copper short sword, a guide, and a dream.
Wow, he won.
And now
He
we've
won
become
the
more
game.
powerful of a being than he ever was, and have rightfully claimed our role as the World Guardian. That being said, our journey isn't over. Not yet. We still have a favor to fulfill.
What's this? Oh, ending the corruption. Terraformer. Wait, what is that? Hold up. What item was that?
Our journey isn't over.
What did he throw in there? What? How do you get to Terraformer? How do you get to Terraformer? Which do you just transform that one item from that woman to get it? Dude, this guy's putting in the work. Oh,
For
wow.
the first time in centuries, the world is pure. We've conquered every enemy, gained all the
Oh,
power we can
shit.
gain, and saved the world from Cthulhu's wrath. Terraria is finally
Motherfucker.
at peace.
What is happening, motherfucker?
For the first time
I have
in
to see this.
centuries, the world is pure. We've conquered every enemy, gained all the power we can gain, and saved the world from Cthulhu's wrath. Terraria
Look at that look at that goober sitting up there by himself. What a I mean, he's built a freaking whole like a whole sky for this man. Like, fuck that guy.
We've conquered every enemy, gained all the power we can gain, and saved the world from Cthulhu's
What a goober. Look at him up there.
wrath.
Oh my
Terraria
god.
is finally at peace.
Wow, he
But
saved the
I
world.
suppose that's not entirely true. Sure, we saved this world, but remember, Terraria is composed of infinite worlds. This journey and its outcome was but one of millions of potential possibilities.
Wow.
There's still countless worlds to explore, Cthulhu's to defeat, and even greater threats to conquer, should you choose to face them. In Terraria, there's no such thing as a journey's end.
Well,
So,
that's nice.
what do you say? Want to go back around again?
No, I'm not gonna play again. After I beat this mod.
Well, that's gonna wrap up my
This
interpretation of Terraria's lore. Since you got this far, I'd like to personally thank you for watching.
Oh, yeah,
I know
thank you.
many of you will be
Okay.
new viewers,
Yeah.
but for anyone who's been around, I apologize for the absence.
You're
it's
welcome.
the longest I've gone without uploading
Yeah.
basically since I started. I won't bore you with the details, I just want to say thanks for letting
Been
me do
kind of
what I
cringe
do.
that you
It's all
took
because
so
of
long
you.
to make this
Anyways,
video, my
if you
guy.
enjoyed the video, which I assume you did since you're
You
still
gotta
here,
go up.
you should stick around and subscribe. I don't have a solid direction for the channel going forward, but it's basically going to be videos like this of me talking about things that I like at the time that I find interesting. But I promise anything I bother using even a fraction of the time I spent making this is going to be at least a little fun. Thanks again for watching, and with all that said, that's going to be all from me. I hope you enjoyed the video.
Wow,
Until
thanks,
next
man.
time.
Oh, this is not bad. All right, so give this guy a sub, give this guy a like, give him go over to his house and give him some money. Actually, don't go over to his house and give him some money. I don't know if he's gonna like that, but yeah, probably don't go to his house and give him money. I have a feeling like that's probably something that he's not gonna want. But that was honestly a pretty good video. I wish that it went more in depth in like the event. Like it didn't talk about the Empress of Light. It didn't talk about the. I asked this question. Yeah, the Mushroom Man has organ truffles. Zenith or in other worlds get fixed war, or in other off the cooks, or in other words to the cuck tunnel. True. Oh, Tyler, you bastard. Why? Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. To the cuck tunnel with us. So I wish that, to be honest, I wish that he went over like the Empress of Light, the Martian invasion more. I wish that there was more like lore about that kind of things. Like that's what I'm interested in. It's like so these pillar creatures, where did they come from? Like what's the deal with that? What's the deal with the Martians? Why are they attacking? Like where's the Empress of Light lore? Like where's all this thing? So it's kind of like, all right, but it was a good video. Like I had fun watching it. I just wish that it kind of went over that part more. Let's just see every Terraria boss lore. This is 3 years ago. I guess we can watch this one. We can give this one a watch too. All right. Let me go grab this video. We'll go check this video out. Give this guy a like, give this guy a sub. Go to his house and probably don't go to his house and give him money again. That's just, you can come to my house, you can give me money, but I'm okay with that. But don't go to anybody else's house. All right, but let's check out this video. This is called the every Terraria boss's lore. Let's just go see if this covers some more of the interesting facts about the bosses. Because I have a feeling like that the other one just like kind of went over it a bit. Hold it, wait up a minute. I have questions. It's going to be, what's going to happen now, brother? We need to go to the tunnel, the Calamity's Cuck tunnels. I'm not gonna play anything right now. I actually told my girlfriend that this would be a shorter stream, so I might come back and stream tonight or later, but I can't like keep going too much longer. Like I told my girlfriend it is a day that I told her that we are going to be talking and hanging out, so I can't go into the cuck tunnel tonight. I gotta go into the non-cuck tunnel, and I can't go in yet. We might go in later. Okay, well, I wanna check this one out. This lore about the bosses.
Today we're going to be going over every boss's lore and bestiary entry. The only catch is that
we are switching
narrators every time we introduce a new boss.
Keep in mind we'll be making use of Occam's razor
God.
here. This means that whatever requires the least assumptions, we will interpret as truth. I hope you enjoy. Let's get into the video.
Okay. Maybe. Alright, we'll give it a shot. We'll see if this one's okay. My initial reactions are,
The Eye of Cthulhu's bestiary entry is as follows. A piece of Cthulhu ripped from his body centuries ago in a bloody war. It wanders the night seeking its host body and
I think this is
revenge.
really just the
Like
same
many other
thing with the
bosses, the Eye of
bosses. Are we
Cthulhu is
going to
based
do
upon
some
the
more
fictional
Calamity
creature
Margin,
Cthulhu.
man?
Cthulhu first
Way.
appeared in H.P. Lovecraft's short
I'm probably not going to do any Calamity right now. I'm going to go end the stream after this video, and then I will probably be on later. I can't do anything right now because I told my girlfriend that I would talk to her after this stream, so it's been a few hours. I gotta go talk to my old lady. So after this video, I'm going to go end the stream, and then I'll be back later tonight.
story, The Call of Cthulhu.
Is it me, or is this guy just so freaking quiet? Like, I don't know if it's me. The video's like full sound.
The Brain of Cthulhu's bestiary entry describes the boss as a piece of Cthulhu torn asunder. Vile Mastermind pulses with agony and aids the Crimson in an attempt to avenge its master. The Brain is also based on Lovecraft's Cthulhu character, while the Eater of Worlds has a mechanical counterpart. The Brain lacks
Okay,
this.
all right.
The game's lore states that this
I
is
don't-
because the mechanic has never finished
We can assume that the former title
on turf. Her lore is fairly when her the queen bee is a curvy mommy bee that resides in the
All right,
underground
I
jungle.
can't with this. All right, I'm sorry, but I just can't do this one. This one's just a bit too scuffed. I am out of here right now. I appreciate everybody watching. I will probably more than likely turn this into an actual video. So I appreciate it. We will be on later for probably some more Terraria, probably some more Calamity stuff, the mod, the whatever. I appreciate everybody coming to chill out. You know, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Like, subs, coming out, helps, giving money. It all helps. I have to end the stream. I gotta go hang out with my girlfriend, stuff like that. I told her that I would. So I will be on later. I will see you guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. Yeah. I will see you guys. So take care. You know, promoting the stream. Also, we do have I'm gonna mention it one more time. We have give me 1 second. We have this. We have this coming on either it is going to be it is either going to be on Monday or Tuesday. I have not decided which one yet, but we are going to do Terraria, Minecraft Terraria mod. So either Monday or Tuesday. I will let you know by tonight. I will have it posted above my camera that says, like, you know, what day it is, so everybody will know. But I appreciate it. I'm off. I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Like, subs, comment, housekeeping.